Hello, what's up, lovely people? Welcome to your favorite YouTube channel. Hope so you are progressing nicely. As you probably are aware, what we will discuss today about blockchain. I will demonstrate what is blockchain and most certainly how would they function. What issues do they settle? How might they be utilized? So without burning through any time, how about we begin it? Hey, wait! Before all this, just do me a favor, a small favor. Just press that little red subscription, and if you found this video valuable, then hit the like button. Blockchain. Fundamentally, blockchain is a means of recording data so that it makes it troublesome or difficult to change, hack, or cheat the framework. An organization of processing hubs makes up the blockchain. Solidness, Vigor, achievement rate, straightforwardness, uprightness are some of the captivating qualities of blockchain. Purposefully, blockchain is a decentralized innovation that is utilized by a worldwide organization of the PC to oversee cryptographic forms of money exchanges without any problem. Because of this wonderful result, it brings about numerous new business applications that utilization blockchain organizations like NTF, marketplaces, cross-line installments, anti-illegal tax avoidance global positioning framework, real-time LOT working framework, and some more. One of the significant models is Ethereum programming that sudden spikes in demand for the standards of blockchain. As a square chain organization, Ethereum is also decentralized public record for checking and recording exchanges. Everybody needs a protected spot to contribute, and this stage gives an easy-to-use and solid climate. Additionally, it empowers the arrangement of shrewd agreements and deconcentrated stage to be fabricated and run with practically no personal time, misrepresentation, control, or interference from an outsider. Blockchain technology and how it works. You've undoubtedly heard the term blockchain technology a lot in the last several years, most likely about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Indeed, you might be wondering, what is blockchain technology? Blockchain appears to be a cliche, but only theoretically, and there is no significant meaning that a layperson can grasp. Every transaction in this ledger is signed with the owner's digital signature, verifying the transaction and protecting it from tampering. As a result, the data in the digital ledger is highly safe. Another way the digital ledger is similar to a Google spreadsheet that is shared across multiple computers in a network and stores transactional records based on actual purchases. The intriguing aspect is that everyone can view the data, but they cannot alter it. Assuming you're sending money from your bank account to family or friends, you'd use internet banking to transfer the funds to another person's account number. Your bank updates the transaction records once the transaction is completed. Isn't it straightforward enough? There is a possible problem that most of us are unaware of. These kinds of transactions can be manipulated within a matter of seconds. People aware of this truth are often hesitant to use these types of transactions, which is why third-party payment programs have grown in popularity in recent years. However, it is precisely because of this vulnerability that blockchain technology was developed. Now allow me to clarify it with a full confirmation clarification. As you can see, the name indicates a kind of chain that contains data. Presently, how about we take a straightforward model? How about we consider a cubic square and its three sides looking towards us? This cubic square contains a measure of information, the hash of the block and the hash of the pass block. The information that is put away inside the side relies upon the kind of square chain. For example, in case we can take the case of the Bitcoin. It stores the insights concerning exchange in here, for example, the sender's name, the name of the recipient, and the measure of spot coins divided among them. Then, at that point, comes the subsequent side hash. We can say hash contains your fingerprints. It recognizes the square and the entirety of its part, and it is consistently one of a kind like our fingerprints. When a square is made, its hash is being determined. So changing something inside the square will make the hash change. At the end of the day, hashes are vital and valuable when you need to distinguish changes to block. In case the unique finger impression of the square changes, it never again is a similar square. Presently, the third component inside each square is the hash of the pass block. Thus, this valuably makes a chain of squares and its method that makes up a block so secure. Presently, we should bring this conversation into more profundity. Hashes. What, right? Think about 4 squares. Each square has a hash and the hash of the pass one. That means square number 4 focuses on the square number 3, and the square number 3 focuses on the square number 2, and the block number 2 focuses on the square number 1. The main square doesn't contain any passed hash, as there is no square before it, so it is called beginning square, assuming that you are clinical understudy when you unquestionably know the idea of quality. Quality conveys a portion of its data while copying legacy. In innovation, we call this interaction blockchain network. Presently, we should discuss how it is gotten. In case the third block is being tempered, this makes the hash of the square change too. Thusly, that will make block 4 and every one of the accompanying blocks invalid since they don't store a substantial hash of the past blocks. So changing a solidarity block will make every one of the accompanying squares invalid. Therefore, no information is spilled. How to invest in blockchain. The most important question is how to invest in blockchain technology. Well, that's a for the sure question. After all the explanations, I'm sure that I've got an idea about how that all works. Now I will tell you how it all works. Combining blockchain technology and equities can be a rewarding investment, and there are various methods to get started with your first blockchain investment. When it comes to investing in blockchain technology, Bitcoin is usually the first thing that springs to mind, and it shouldn't be disregarded. Aside from Bitcoin, cryptocurrency penny stocks, such as altcoin and Litecoin, are also available for purchase. Several apps and services are in the early stages of development and are raising funds using blockchain technology. You can buy coins as an investor, hoping that prices will rise as the service or app gets more popular. Another approach to investing in blockchain technology is to invest in the blockchain-based startups. Finally, there's always the option of investing in blockchain technology in its purest form. What is the need of this organization? So presently you have a clear view concerning the standards of this organization. I am almost certain you have an inquiry created to you that we have our paper money, gold, and different metals. So what's the need? Why individuals are utilizing this organization for cash reasons? Why the world is attempting to present this arrangement as the most secure and at-risk cash organization? For that reason, we need to see the new history of monetary standards being utilized and why we changed the design of our own monetary form ordinarily before. Cash revolution, products exchange. From the start, individuals used to get a few products after giving a portion of their home things in return. That type of cash is truly challenging to deal with. For instance, to have some work from an individual, they used to trade something as a trade-off, for instance, food. Metal currency. As time elapsed, they began exchanging with the assistance of something significant like gold. Gold coins and adornments turned into individuals' cash, and they began exchanging and giving work in return for it. Paper currency. As the time elapsed, individuals imagined that the gold was hard to heft around and they needed a straightforward and secure arrangement of cash that would assist them with exchanging significantly. Thus, the public authority meddled and gave a framework where they took gold from individuals, and consequently individuals would get a receipt which they would heft around effectively and exchange anything trades of its value. This piece of paper was then changed over into cash, and another time began. Advanced currency through banks. Cash is for the most part digitalized today with the assistance of banks. Individuals work, bring in, and afterward they put their cash in banks. Banks have vaults and they give individuals a channel through which they can move their cash. Yet the financial framework isn't dependable because they don't allow you to have control over every one of the exchanges that are occurring. Some of the time you send the installment and the other individual doesn't get it, and some of the time it's the alternate way around. Essentially, when you put some sum in a bank, they contribute it besides to produce a benefit. You additionally can't keep tracks on that moved cash, will you? Furthermore, if the bank experiences a misfortune at contributing it, you will lose your cash as well. Digital currency. Because of this explanation specifically, individuals felt that possibly we could get a framework where we could have all the entrances on the exchanges happening carefully and that there is no outsider associated with the exchange interaction. Then, at that point, this world is being presented by a blockchain organization. We can say blockchain is the dad of cryptographic money like Bitcoin, Shiba Inu coin, Dogecoin, Killer coin, that suddenly spikes in demand for Ethereum programming. Consequently, this evidences to be the most secure, least demanding and responsible type of money by the engineers, and they are attempting to let us know the same things. The implementations, turning this into reality. So folks, everything has its starting point same as in 1991. Gathering of analysts set out this organization. However, this method was of no utilization until 2008. A mysterious developer named Satoshi Nakamoto distributed a white paper wherein he depicted with regards to Bitcoin and how to execute an advanced framework in which there was no outsider engaged with the exchanges and how every client could keep tracks of it. Truth be told, he constructed the very first square chain information base. He recommended that each client will mine Bitcoins all alone by playing out a calculation at home with the assistance of their PCs or workstations, so they can handle every one of their exchanges. This provided the clients with a feeling of safety and an alleviation that their cash was secure. This computerized framework was progressive, and gradually individuals began to put resources into Bitcoins. Results, worth. This network has acquired a few changes this globe. On the off chance that we talk around one of the top netting digital currency dependent on blockchain organizations. Costs of Bitcoin have never been something very similar. It shifts each month. For instance, from 2014 to 2016, the cost of Bitcoin was around $440 to $450 USD. That expanded to around $1,000 in January 2017. There was a slow expansion in 2018 when the cost of Bitcoin expanded to around $15,500 USD. 2019-2020 denoted the cost almost 50% of what was in 2018. However, assuming we take a gander at the current pace of Bitcoin, it has expanded to almost $57,236.70. And it's changing each second. Isn't it so stunning? From $450 USD to $57,000 USD inside a range of 6 to 8 years. The pandemic, to a great extent, affected the ascents and drops in most of Bitcoin. Nonetheless, the investigator says that this moment is the opportunity for digital money to sparkle. What do you folks propose? At last, we can say that this is a progressive change in the field of cash. Trust me, so you preferred this video and comprehended my all ideas about blockchain network and how they work. In the end, I would say that this organization is giving the world a protected cash exchange stage and bringing in our cash significantly safer than any time in recent memory with a bit of trouble. However, everything relies upon their future exhibitions. Most likely, it would significantly affect the world's economy in the forthcoming years. Inform me in the remarks segment regarding your perspectives on blockchain network. That's all for today's topic. Take care.